Hey guys, I'm Halo from BombsAwayGaming.
I'm ZombieGuts from BombsAwayGaming.
I'm Scorch from BombsAwayGaming.
I'm Catatonic and I'm a guest.
Woohoo.
Yes, he is going to be a guest. And this is the very first episode of Bombs Away Game Chat, where we're going to talk about, just recent games that have come out and just random game topics. So, what do you guys plan on doing? Like, I've recently, uploaded some videos, but what do you guys, ZombieGuts and Scorch, plan on doing?
Well, I'll probably be doing a series called Guts' Gauntlet. Well, I'll be playing challenging games from years past.
My main thing is mainly walkthroughs of horror games, as I'm fascinated by horror. I may make vlogs in the future, gaming news, unboxing of special editions, talk about tutorials with WoW, such as class overviews, and more. And when the DayZ standalone is released, I'll probably make a good few videos of that as well. And expect a few Let's Plays along the way.
And, besides what I've got up, I've also got plans on doing this new series called Mini Reviews. Just basically, what the name entails, short reviews of short games. And I'm going to continue on my retrospective gaming past Luigi's Mansion. I've actually got a Sonic retrospective in the works. Gonna continue my Let's Plays with Mario and the Pumpkin game. And me and ZombieGuts are actually right now in the works of another new series called Co-op Reviews, where essentially me and him, or just me and Scorch, just reviewing a game that we've played and giving our own personal opinion about it. And our opinions can obviously differ. So now that you're introduced to everybody, we're going to go on to some modern game topics. I recently played Black Ops 2 the other day over at my cousin's house, and it's basically what you expect from a Call of Duty game nowadays. Run around and shoot stuff. Essentially what it was. Even the zombie mode is just bad. Have you guys seen anything about it?
Well, what I've seen, it looks pretty much just like your standard Call of Duty game. I mean, it looks pretty solid. Looks like it'd be fun for a while, but just like every other Call of Duty game past like 4, it would get kind of boring after a while, at least to me.
We're not really going to be biased on this, but honestly, as far as Call of Duty is concerned, I agree with ZombieGuts that after 4, and debatably World at War, Call of Duty's kind of lost our appeal. But it seems like it might be on the rise, going back to its roots, I would say. It's still a Call of Duty game, and people who are very fanatical about that game will probably still enjoy it. So it's fun for some people, and that's what's important.
I haven't played a Call of Duty since like World at War, so I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a big like first-person shooter fan. I don't know what they've added or changed.
Yeah, Catatonic is certainly the fighting game guy.
They honestly should just make the zombie mode a game in itself. But even playing the zombie mode, zombies' heads don't blow up when you shoot them. Their limbs don't come off. It's just so unsatisfying when you kill them. They just drop dead, like from a heart attack or something.
Which is weird, because they've always included gore in the zombie mode, even in games without gore.
It almost seems like a plain kind of thing, It's like there's no realism aspect. There's no flying colors, if you will. There's really nothing too spectacular to look at about it.
Honestly, it's really quite astounding that, they completely, just don't care anymore. There's, people who make the Call of Duty games, well, gotta make some money, so, turn out, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 4, so.
It does seem to be getting like kind of stagnant, but I don't know. At the same time, I like eat up all the Super Street Fighters. I'm like, oh my god, Super Street Fighter AE 2012, new character moves slightly. Take my money, even though it was free.
Just like with the new perks, the new weapons, it's all the same game, just with a different look.
New maps, new guns. So pretty much what you would expect from a new Call of Duty game.
Yeah. Apparently they added something that like is really annoying some players, because I've been watching streams. And apparently there's like, I don't know, some grenade or a gadget or something that acts like a UAV.
Oh yeah.
And kind of defeats the purpose of using a UAV,
Yeah.
it's starting to act like it wants to be Halo, honestly, and it's really sad. It's starting to go in the future. It's they just completely abandoned, wanting to have a realistic shooter. Just threw all that out the window.
Well, when you think about it, they're still making money off of it. All the players who are hardcore Call of Duty fans will like it. And if any Call of Duty players watch this, we're not bad mouthing it in the least bit. But if we had it our way, honestly, Call of Duty would have stopped a long time ago. It's just our preference. We're the Battlefield guys, we play other shooters. But we've had our fun with Call of Duty, and it's certainly a game that appeals to a lot of people. But we're just not that into it anymore. So don't feel like we're biased or anything. Don't give us, any hard time. I mean, we're just being honest here. It's just not our can of peas, really. But if you enjoy it, then I respect that. Because I know a few people that prefer that over Battlefield, so.
We're going to move on now to another game. I recently got in Gamefly Halo Wars. Haven't been able to play that yet. Other people here have played it, so I'd like to hear some stuff about that.
I thought it's pretty solid RTS. It's really fun to play. It's simplistic for an RTS, though. It's, I'd say, a good starter RTS. It's like you don't really have that many options for what you want to do in the game. It's kind of on rails, it feels like. You can only build your bases in a specific area, and you can only put a certain amount of expansions on the bases and stuff. I don't know, it's really strange for an RTS, but pretty fun nonetheless.
If you play against two evenly matched players, the game is a load of fun. But honestly, it's a very easy game to get good at. And really, it's almost like talent's just kind of given to the players there. All they have to do is play it for a few weeks or something, and all of a sudden they can be gods at the game. It's like no true strategy can beat another because everybody's on the same skill level. It's real, like ZombieGuts said, it's very simplistic, and that kind of is why it's not a bad RTS in my opinion, but it's certainly my least favorite out of all the other RTSs I've played.
I think I played the demo of it, but that was about it. Like, it seems kind of, I don't know. You can only build on the elephant or something, or like various bases. I don't know. It's kind of like Warhammer, like the new Warhammer 40k RTSs, where you have a base already built, and all you can do is kind of like order the units and then bring them around. But that was kind of like Company of Heroes, where it had a heavy like reliance on cover and stuff, so you had to kind of keep track of the entire like geography of the map. But I have no idea what Halo Wars. Was there like a cover system in it at all, or?
Yeah, you could like garrison units in towers and behind cover and stuff, and give them an advantage on like less damage taken, but that wasn't too often, only on some maps.
Speaking of Halo, we're going to move on to our last topic for the night, which is Halo 4 recently came out. Fortunately, again, I've not been able to play it because Gamefly doesn't want to send that game. Instead, it sends me Halo Wars. I've heard mixed things about it. Honestly, from what I've seen, it's a lot like Halo 3. Not many improvements. Again, from what I've seen, I haven't played the game, so... The story, from what I've heard, is still interesting. Halo has always had an interesting story. Definitely worth buying a game just for the story. But, again, from what I've seen, it's just the same. What about you guys?
I really enjoyed the campaign for Halo 4. It was really interesting. I wanted to actually finish it, which is not very often that I actually feel like playing a campaign over multiplayer, but the story, the way they went with it, with the new company, 343, taking over, it was pretty interesting. They did a good job, in my opinion. They did give Master Chief a lot more dialogue, which a lot of people don't like, but I didn't mind it too much. The multiplayer, it's kind of recycled from Reach. They kept assassinations and such from Reach, and the DMR is back, but in a much better format, not the crazy bloom. And overall, multiplayer, pretty solid game.
Certainly, it's taken some roots from the Call of Duty franchise with the custom class setup. That's a major thing. But when you play the game and look at it, it's still Halo. And I think as far as my favorite personally was Halo 2 multiplayer. And everybody knew before all the modding, before all the hacking came along, when Halo 3 was released, Halo 2 really wasn't that big of a thing anymore. But Halo 4 is almost, I would say, surpassed it in a way because all the game modes are intense. They, for some people, they may want more maps. In certain playlists, you only get a certain select few of maps. You don't really get that many. But the good part about that is everyone can know the map at those points if they play a lot. They can understand all the maps perfectly. They know where the spawns are, and everybody has a general idea of where to go, how to flank, basically how to use strategy. The game's just a blast to play. The matches seem to go by quick, so it's not too boring. Whether you do poor or not, the game is just fantastic to play. Again, the campaign, I thought the series was ending with 3, but it's going to be nice if I get to play a few more games and experience the story a little more. And, you know, the more dialogue thing, I prefer him to have less dialogue. Just seems kind of like the Chief's character. It's like his persona to be that quiet, strong kind of guy. But it's not really that big of a deal. The game was fantastic, and I still enjoy playing it, actually, and I actually play it with ZombieGuts quite a lot.
Yeah, I didn't touch the campaign on it at all. I play lots of multiplayer, and I don't know. I've been kind of like disenchanted with Halo ever since Halo 2 because I played that so much when I was like 14, and I also got really angry at it.
Didn't we all?
But I was like the high pitched screeching. Oh lord, not good times. Actually, no, it was. But I don't know. I didn't like a few things with the multiplayer. And I like that there's mechs. That's pretty cool because mechs are awesome, and it makes every game better instantly. But I don't know. I don't like that the power weapons. Well, I don't actually know this, but are the power weapons only there in the beginning? And I know they have like location counters where you just know where they are.
Yeah, I was actually going to touch on the spawn. I think it's actually randomized. Like each map, and depending on game mode, it will have different weapons spawn. So like if it's a close quarters map, it's not going to drop you a sniper rifle. It'll drop in a random location. And I don't know, I actually like the spawning system. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess that changes how like old Halo used to be, which was like once somebody gets control of a power weapon and they're proficient enough with it, it's just so hard to wrestle it away from them. It's disgusting. But I also like that. I liked having like clear advantage from just beating somebody from the get-go.
Alright, well, I think that's about it for tonight. We're definitely very excited to make some more content for you guys up in the future, including more videos like this. And maybe we'll have some different guests as time goes on. This has been BombsAwayGaming. Thank you very much for watching.
See you guys.